The state of Madhya Pradesh is going to polls this Friday. The two main political parties, that is Congress and the Bharatiya Janata party, are running on the clock. In just hours from now, all public meetings and campaigning will have to stop. That's the mandate. Madhya Pradesh has become one of the testing grounds. It will definitely give us a glimpse into next year's general election. For the viewers who are watching us from outside India, let me give you a quick crash course on Madhya Pradesh. It sits in the exact center of India. It is the fifth largest state, that is about the size of Italy for context. Madhya Pradesh is home to over 72 million residents. Out of this, 56 million are active voters and 2.2 million people will be voting for the first time. Now, the polling date is set, as we said. It is this Friday. All 230 seats will be up for grabs in a single phase of voting. And then the votes will be counted on 3rd of December. The manifestos of the two main parties are awfully similar. Let's take a look at that. A big focus in this year's election has been on women's empowerment. And it makes sense, since women form nearly 50% of the voter base. The BJP launched a new scheme this June, well in time to lure the voters. Now, under this, all eligible women from poor families will get 1,250 rupees every month. On the other hand, Congress has promised 1,500 rupees per month to eligible women. Now, BJP has also promised free education for girls from poor families until they finish their post-graduation. And the parents of girl children will also be awarded an allowance. So there's a clear push. Now, Congress too has announced 2.51 lakh for the girl child scheme. Coming to schemes related to farmers now, the BJP has promised the government purchase of wheat at 2,700 rupees per quintal and paddy at 3,100 rupees in the same quantity, as well as financial assistance about of 12,000 rupees for farmers. Now, the Congress is promising government purchases of paddy at 2,500 rupees and wheat at 2,600 rupees per quintal. That's for both. And the party has also promised a crop loan waiver. You see, the past 5 years have been politically turbulent for the state. The Congress was elected in 2018. The party contested on 229 seats, out of which it won 114 seats. On the other hand, the BJP contested on all seats and won 109 of them. Now, Congress had unseated the BJP for the first time since 2003. So stakes were clearly very high for the party to fulfill its promises. But here's the catch. Within 15 months, everything came crashing down. A senior leader within the Congress party crossed over to the rival camp. Jyotiraditya Scindia even convinced members loyal to him to join the BJP. The Congress government soon collapsed, and this gave the BJP a chance to take power again. So as it's clear, there's a lot riding on both parties. While BJP is trying to extend its reign, Congress is trying to capitalize on anti-incumbency. So to decode this further, we are being joined by political analyst Dilip Cherian from New Delhi. Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Cherian.
Thank you.
Mr. Cherian, when a voter in Madhya Pradesh is given two different manifestos, one from the Congress, one from the BJP, but they're awfully similar, how does a voter choose?
My sense, having seen a lot of state elections from the ground, is that voters don't base their voting pattern on manifestos alone. It is a sense of what the leadership is going to be. It is a faith of which direction different leaders will use in terms of their leadership style and in terms of the candidates who they have around them. So while it's important for manifestos to be compared, it really is about the level to which a leader has perhaps become a bit boring, the level to which the ills of another leader have stayed hidden. So, to my mind, when we look at the way voting behavior happens, it is not manifestos that are the primary driver of change. It is what I would call the boredom factor, the hope factor, and most importantly, the sense that the direction for tomorrow is going to be provided by this kind of leader.
Right. Mr. Cherian, bringing your expertise here, you are a political campaign advisor. So give us a sense, how does a party decide on who to bring and who not to bring on the campaign trail? And I'm talking about the big faces. How does, if you could be more specific towards Madhya Pradesh here?
You know, in the case of Madhya Pradesh, the fact is that Shivraj Chauhan has had so many rounds of chief ministership that everything that he had to do, he had the time to deliver. Kamal Nath's advantage is that he can take refuge in the fact that he's only had 15 months and he didn't have time to really get into steam. This is one. The second thing is that as far as the BJP is concerned, they recognize that there is this pushback factor against Shivraj Chauhan. So they don't want to say that he is the absolute single choice. That, to my mind, has created its own set of problems because the public is now wondering, hey, this is the guy who's led us for so long. If not him, then who? And the choice there is a choice of plenty. So from Jyotiraj Scindia to the Home Minister to various people in the state cabinet, there's a sense that it is kind of open season. That, I think, is one of the problems that the BJP is facing. On the Congress side, this time, as opposed to usual times, there seems to be no doubt as to who is going to be the emerging leader. So voters are able to see a clear path to the next leadership if he wins.
All right, Mr. Cherian, thank you so much for decoding Madhya Pradesh polls for us and, of course, in general, how campaigning works for India. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.
Thank you.